What's up, everyone? Welcome to Opening Up. I'm your host, Arthur. Thank you for taking a few minutes to sit with me and talk about life and open up some cards. Today, I'm going to be opening up a 2024 Bowman Curl Megabox. What makes this a little special, it was a Christmas gift from a good friend of mine. So thank you very much. You know who you are. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to talk about something that happened recently, which was pretty crazy. I don't know, in life, you ever have one of those days where it just turned out to be a great day? Like, sometimes it could be just one thing that totally makes it your day. In this case, it was a series of things. And what was crazy was the outcome of the final thing that happened was not something that I expected. All right, rewind back. All right, so this is, we're right after the new year. My son's birthday had just passed, and wanted to take him out to a Knicks game. And there was two purposes. One, his birthday just passed, and I wanted to, have him experience a nice night at MSG. And also, want to talk to him because, his birthday had just passed, and he's a little older now. He's 28 years old. And, he was kind of having all right, where am I in life right now? And listen, I think we've all been there one time or another where, some of us may still be there. Where like, what am I doing with my life? What's the plan? So in this case, he was having this after his birthday, and I decided, you know what? Let's go out, take him to the next game, and we could just talk. And hopefully I can give some advice because, I've been through a lot in my life, and maybe, or I could just be an ear for him for him to vent to or talk to. So, we both work together. After our shift was done, we go around the corner to a local bar, have some drinks. And, he was telling me about the things that he wants to do. And, I was explaining, like, listen, in life, yeah, you may be 28, but there's still things you can do. One of the things I implore, and I implore a lot of people, if it's for them, is, education, getting a college degree. Especially a master's degree. Look, it's not for anyone. And I understand that. Know your skill set. Know what you can excel in. But if you're not sure what you want to do, and school is something you can do, have it in your back pocket. Because what it does, it gives you opportunities. It's not going to guarantee you success. It's not going to guarantee you this great paying job. But it does give you a better chance of gaining one of those things. So it did for me anyway. And I was telling him that, but also listening to him, and and rightfully so. He's like, he was scared about doing certain things, and I told him, I was like, listen, in life, sometimes you got to take that chance, because the last thing you want to do is when you become a lot older, is look back and have regret. It's one thing to try to do something, you fail, or you embarrass yourself, you fall flat on your face, oh, it sucks. But it's another thing when you didn't even try, and then you look back, it's like, damn, that was my opportunity, that was my chance. So that was the theme of our talk. So, all right. So it was a surprise. He didn't know. So I actually got Knicks. I got tickets right behind courts, right by courtside, 4 rows from the floor. It was similar seats I got for my boy for his birthday because it was a great experience. And I have my little system to make sure I'm not breaking the bank trying to get these tickets. I pick a certain day to go, make sure it's a certain opponent, so the prices are, more in line with what I want to spend. So it was the Knicks, Toronto. We end up going. So we get there, go in, and he's like, wait a minute, no, you didn't get. So he loved it. So we sat down, having a good time. He was just looking around, and it's a different experience. And it's funny. Come halftime, like, all right, let's go grab something to eat. So we're going to grab something to eat, and of course, they have like a place where it's all you can eat, and we decide to go. And as we're walking, all of a sudden I look, I'm like, wait. I know this guy. He has a Met polo on with a Met hat. I'm like, that's Uncle Stevie. That's Steve Cohen, the owner of the Mets. So I'm like, go it. Now, what's crazy, let me tell you. And if you've seen some of my videos already, I'm always wearing Met gear all the time. For whatever reason, this one day I decided to go all Knicks. And I was like kicking myself. How did I not have any Met gear on? Luckily, my son did. He had his Met hat, his Met jacket. We were like, thank you for Soto. It was a great experience. We walked by. Now it's in my head, man. So now, for quite some time, this is like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen Steve Cohen. I saw him once in Atlanta. It was a series with the Mets All he needed was one win to win the division in 22, and he choked and he lost all three. I saw him there. I then saw him at Yankee Stadium. I saw him. The national actually stood next to him for the national anthem because I went to go say hi to him, and all of a sudden, national anthem came on because it was in the Legend Suite area. It was right by home plate, and so we had to stop. So we're just standing there, and I'm standing next to Steve Cohen. I'm like, this is crazy, you know. And I believe there's another time, but I can't remember. So this is let's say this is the third time because I think there's another time, but I can't remember. This is the third time. So we see him passing. So then we go back to our seats, start of the third quarter. And I'm just looking across, and I'm looking. I'm like, because he's got to be nearby here. He's got to be near courtside. And I see him. He's courtside, first row, across the court. So I'm just staring at him and just staring. I was like, man, I should have said something to him. And this is the type of person I am, where sometimes I start perseverating over things. And I was like, oh man, I should have said something. I should have gone up. Man, he's like right there. I should have said something. All of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, I'm looking at him while the game's going on because the Knicks started blowing out Toronto. They were up by like 15, 17, whatever. All of a sudden, I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, I see something coming from the corner of my eye. And I just turn around, and all I see is a basketball coming right to me. And apparently, Josh Hart threw an errant pass that was coming into the stands. And just instinctively, I caught the ball. It was like dodgeball. I was like, boom, just caught it. And then I threw it to the ref. Not even thinking that, hey, can I keep this? No, I just threw it back to the ref. And then the people around me were like, oh my God, that's crazy. I can't believe that just happened. That's like a 1 in a million chance. That's never going to happen again. And in that moment in my head, I'm like, all right, be cool. How do I react it? Do I act all bravado? Nah, I'm just going to just stay cool. Because in my head, all I was thinking about was Steve Cohen. But it's a crazy experience. Like, I've caught a baseball before at the stadium. I've never caught a basketball. So I can add that to the things of the bucket list that I've ever done. So finally, I'm like, man, I'm still staring at Steve Cohen. I was like, you know what? If he gets up, I'm going to get up too. Because this is the one I just want to do. I want to ask him for a job. I want to work for the New York Mets. Like, that is my dream job. I would love to work for the New York Mets in any capacity. Because I love the Mets. I mean, they've done so much for me. And I'll talk about that at a different time, how much the Mets have done for me. But so I finally see him get up, and then I go. I'm like, I told Jordan, I told myself, like, look, I'm going to go talk to him. So we're walking, and we go to out because you have to exit in one place. And when we go out, we come across. I was like, listen, Mr. Cohen, sorry to bother you, but I want to work for the New York Mets. I've always wanted to do that, and I'm in a place in my life now where I can do what I want. I don't have to work because I have to, because I want to. And the Mets is where I want to work for. And he was like, all right, so what do you do for a living? And I was like, all right, well, I'm a COO, CFO for a law firm. He was like, all right. He's like, well, we're actually looking for a CFO for the New York Mets, but we're going through an executive search firm. You'd have to go through them. I was like, oh, that's amazing. Do you know the name of the search firm? He was like, you would have to reach out to my HR department, HR with the Mets use. I don't have that information top hand. I was like, all right, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And he walked away, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt dejected because I was like, man, like I got a sense like he was just trying to get out of there. I was like, damn, did I just embarrass myself? And I was like, man, that kind of sucked. And I started because oh my God, that's crazy. I can't believe you went up to him. That's insane. I was like, yeah, I was like, it was good. But then how my brain works, I was now just mulling over that. Like, man, did I mess that up? Like, was I too rash? Like, come on, we're in the middle of a Knicks game. Like, why would I do that? That was fine, whatever. You know what? Maybe I blew my shot. Fine. So we go back, sit down, watch the rest of the game. After it was done, my son had a great time. Hugged each other. He lives not too far from MSG. I live in Long Island, so I jump on the train, go head back. On the way back, I'm thinking about the whole night. It's kind of crazy, everything that went down, and of course, it's still bothering the back of my head with the Cohen things. Like, man, I could have handled that better. And then all of a sudden, I get a text from my son. He's like, man, you know what? I'm going to just paraphrase it. It was, I can't believe you went up to a billionaire and said you want to work for him. He was like, that was really inspiring that you took your chance. You shot your shot. And that was really inspiring to me. And man, that was the biggest thing for me that night, because especially after we were talking about earlier, it was like, wow, listen, I may or may not get the outcome that I wanted from that. I'm going to follow up and pursue that. But knowing that my son was proud of me and inspiring for what I did meant a lot to me. Sometimes you don't get many of those moments when your kids are like, man, I really am proud and inspired for what you did. So that made my night. So crazy, crazy story. I mean, shoot your shot, man. If you have a chance to do something that you want to do, don't let fear hold you back. Shoot your shot. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to open up these cards. So now I'm doing something a little different. And we're going to see how this goes. So I've been having issues trying to get the best angle to look at the cards. Because I like to open the cards and I want you to be able to see it. But I was coming across the issue of I don't know how to do it. I tried camera overhead. That didn't work. I tried camera on the other side. It didn't work out well, as you can see in some of the other videos. So now I'm going to try something different. I'm going to incorporate some technology. All right, so here we go. This is what we have here. We're going to be opening up some chrome packs. And I'm going to put these down. And I'm going to try these new Meta Ray-Ban glasses. Prescription, baby. Because with this, I can actually record, which is freaking insane. So I'm going to go put this to record. And now it's recording. All right, so I'm going to look down and here are the cards. And we're going to open up the first pack. Let's see what we have. All right, first cards that open up, we have Colton Cowser, rookie card. Very nice. Jordan Waller. Adriel Radney. Shohei Ohtani. Very nice. Shohei. Any Shohei Ohtani. And Pete Crow Armstrong. Now, he was actually drafted by the Mets. And they traded him to Chicago for Javier Baez. And, man, we could so use him right now. All right, so go. We got Ohtani. We got Crow Armstrong. All right, let's see what we've got in the next deck. Going to open it up here. See what we have. All right. Alvin Arias. Okay, Braylon Brazabon. Rhett Lauder, 81/150 signed card. Nice hit. All right. And Ronald Acuna Jr. He's a beast. We got his little brother on our team, Luis Angel Acuna. Very excited about that. All right. Wow, this was already nice. This already was a great Christmas gift. So thank you again. You know who you are. Carrera. Luis Arias, who if I'm the Mets, I would try to go after him. Jordan Alvarez. All right. Adley Rushman. Very nice. So far, 3 nice cards there. Boom. Very excited about that. All right. Here's next. Let's see what we have here. We have Novelli Marte. Ozzie Albies. I hate the Braves. Here we go. Christian Yelich. Mark Semien. All right. Go with the Megabox. Let's see what we got over here. Oh. That didn't open up well. Here we go. Lawler again. Rafael Devers. Pete Crow Armstrong again. Rookie card. Altuve. And Sheehan. All right. Here we go. We're going out to the final 2 packs. Let's see what we have here. Junior Caminero. Fernando Tatis Jr. Quick note, his father. Only player ever to hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning. Fernando Tatis. He also played for the Mets at one time. Bryce Harper. Jason Dominguez, the Martian. Chris Meade. All right, here we go. Final pack. Oh! I see that guy at the end. Hopefully, he's a special card. Austin Wells, Jackson Merrill, Mason Wynn, Jason Jung, Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is a beast. All right, there we go. So, like I said, Pete Crow Armstrong first Bowman. Signed Rhett Lauder, 81/150. And we have Shohei Ohtani. Nice. All right. So this is our first time testing out with those glasses. Hopefully that went well. We'll see as it goes. But yeah, so like I said, that was one of those days where it was just one of the best days, man, in quite some time. Thank you for taking the time to sit with me and let me open up. All right, you guys have a good night, and we'll talk soon.